Hello everybody, the new season just got announced and it looks crazy. Let's just get into it and discuss what is gonna be changed and added. 34.2 patch notes, Battlegrounds arena and gameplay updates. But we care about Battlegrounds mostly here, right? Patch 34.2 launches tomorrow already with updates for Battlegrounds. So, what is it about? Harness the sands of time in Battlegrounds Season 12. Tavern at the edge of time. Explore Timewarped Tavern. Master new alternate timeline cards and make every moment count. We'll sure do. The new season begins on December 2nd, so they're already announcing it today and it releases tomorrow. It's gonna be like mental. We're all gonna be able to like play with the first time and like not have that much time to digest the cards, but that's good. That's an interesting experience. So, what does the new season bring? It brings a new system, Timewarped Tavern. That's kind of like a mechanic. Like, I call it a mechanic, but I think that internally they call it a system. A mechanic is something like Rally, Battlecry, Town, Dev, Rattle. A system is like anomalies, bodies, prizes. So what is this about? With Murloc locked in time bending, battle against the Bronze Dragonflight, the Tavern is feeling the effects of its chronal conflict. I didn't understand like half of the words, but it doesn't even matter. Basically, you're gonna get offered a shop that contains 5 cards, I think it is. And then you get 2 coins to spend on the cards. And you can either choose to buy 1 2 coins card or 2 1 coin cards. So we're going to have to develop strategies and say, okay, do you want to spend all your money that you're given? Oh, also, you're given this money out of thin air, and then you get to still play your turn afterwards. And I think it happens on 6 and 9. I think they explain it here. The Timewarped Tavern appears twice per game, offering a fresh selection of 5 special cards each time. A minor time warp occurs on turn 6 and the major one on turn 9. The cards in this shop are the ones you don't normally find in the tavern. Unique minions, unique spells, alternate version of existing cards, and second hero powers. Minor time warp only. Wait, does the hero power get added to your hero power like on the side? Or does it replace it? It says second, so I'm assuming it gets added extra. These are some examples of cards that are 2 coins. So like the expensive ones. Okay. Once per combat, when this attacks and kills a minion, get a triple reward. Whoa. It's pretty good. Only once per combat, but still, if he does the kill, it's amazing. Get a random tavern spell, Dev Rattle. This is exactly like the card was, right? But they are so good, they bring them back as a 2 cost. For example, this one is an improved version of Recruited Trainee called Timewarped Trainee. And it says, get a random minion each from tiers 1 to 3. So you get the 1 drop, a 2 drop, and a 3 drop. And it's only 1 coin. On turn 6, which is 8 gold, that's pretty sick. I like it a lot. Casts when bought. Make 3 wishes your second hero power. Wow. Huh? That's very interesting. I like it a lot. And I think it's a pretty good system. Also a system that nobody expected. I was thinking weapons. And also, like, I asked for your opinion while I was live streaming, and I don't think anybody came close to, like, this. It's definitely a unique concept, and I'm really curious to see how it's gonna play out. Basically, you are given extra value out of the air. It's like falling on you, the value, on turn 6 and 9, 2 times per game. And other than that, you play normally. So, you play normally, and then the game gets crazy. Then you play normally, then the game gets crazy. Should definitely be interesting. I'm looking forward to this mechanic. I think we're gonna have to like understand and rate these cards, and also I think there's gonna be a lot of combos that are super broken in the beginning before the developers get to balance stuff. So, Timewarped Tavern operates under its own set of rules. You cannot freeze or refresh that tavern. So whatever you get, you get. Your hand, board, and hero power do not function here. So you're basically in like a special separate universe where you get to buy the cards and then you go back to your game. But you have to keep the cards. If buying cards causes you to exceed your hand limit will be temporarily increased to accommodate those cards. Whoa! Okay, so you can go into that turn with 10 cards in your hand. Timewarped cards cannot triple with the regular versions. Example, Timewarped Basker can only triple with 2 more Timewarped Baskers. So you can still triple the Timewarped cards, but they have to be tripled together. Okay. There was also a card reveal stream, which we're gonna go through some of the moments from this stream. I definitely watched it. It was really interesting to see some of the cards at play. What else is there? They're doing a track refresh. Yeah, they need to make some money. I understand that. I'm happy they're doing a new system. They deserve all the money. I'm going to buy Season Pass Plus. I mean, I was going to buy it anyways, but let them think it's because of the new system. Okay, so they have cosmetics. Here they're like listing all the stuff. New heroes. So we have Murazon with 15 armor. On turn 8, visit a major time warp. So he's going to get an extra major time warp and 15 armor. That's really good. That's really, really good. Chromie also with 15 armor. 0 cost. Refresh the tavern with tavern spells. Which is the equivalent of a 2 cost spell that currently we have in the game on tavern 6. Or 5. 5. 6? No, it's 5. Broken. I don't know. Seems really broken to me. You can stay even on tavern 2 and like look for strike oil. I don't know. This is gonna be a crazy hero. 15 armor as well. Okay, we're also having some hero changes. They are nerfing Sylvanas to 3 gold, Scabs to 3 gold. Ooh, that's a big nerf. Test to 2 gold. Probably because these heroes also managed to steal the Time Warped cards and they want to like not have them too broken. They're making Reno not able to target the Time Warped cards. And Zerek as well. I mean, that makes sense. Bran is back to 4 battle cries. What does Kel'Thas do here? Oh, you get a tavern coin. That's like a small buff because you basically get to cast a tavern spell for some of the minions that work that way. Barov is back? Dude, Barov was not in this season the entire season because of a bug. I wonder if he's gonna work now. Kerrigan got buffed to how it was before. Okay. Thorim got nerfed. I guess they're changing some of the stuff that they changed with anomalies. And also preparing for the Time Warped. Okay. Armor updates also. I mean, these armor things are gonna change. I'm not gonna go for it because it's gonna change probably very quickly. But definitely there's always like some heroes that get too much armor and some heroes that get too little armor. So it's good to find those as quickly as possible. I usually go to hsreplay.net, #ad, and check out the hero win rates there. They're pretty accurate. Let's look over the remove minions and then we can check some of the new minions directly from the stream. So, Sapper is the 3-star Naga, out. Weary Mage is the 4-star Naga with Reborn. Divine Sparkbot, Fellblaze Leader, Soul Juggler, Boxer, Null, Elder. Oh, they're removing a lot of cards. There's too many cards to go for. They're changing like half the minion pool. Okay, I think it's just better. I think it's just better to go straight to the stream and like see exactly how the tribes look like rather than looking at what went out and what they're adding afterwards. It's probably gonna be like a simpler way to do things. So, I don't know where I should put my camera. One sec. I'll put it here. Over the pass. You don't get me if you buy the pass. Full disclosure. Okay, so Time Warped Scout seems pretty broken to me. You get a random tier 7 and it's only 1 coin? Isn't that way too good? I feel like this is gonna be way too good. The 7 drops also seem different. Let's see what they're about. So, Kodo, after you summon a minion in combat, give it these minions his stats 3 times per combat. Okay, that's pretty good. Stone Age Slab says, once per turn, double the stats of your next minion you buy. Whoa. Okay. I mean, it's gonna work with your first buy, so it's not gonna be that amazing. But I guess you have some potential crazy plays. Your magnetizations happen twice. Now that's gonna be a crazy mech card. I'm surprised they haven't thought of that before. It seems really crazy. Highkeeper Ra says Devratal and Raleigh get a random tier 6. So he's kind of like a Varian that you have to play to get value from. It's gonna be good if you get it early, but if you get it too late, it's gonna be pretty slow. Future Fiend, at the end of your turn, give these minions his task to the leftmost minion in your hand. Okay. The last one standing. Give a friendly minion of each type 7/7 permanently. And he's a rally. So basically works in the menagerie comps. And Psychus. Start of combat, set his minions his health and attack to match the biggest on the battlefield. Ooh. So he's basically like an Argent Braggart that doesn't permanently morph to your current stats, but actually adapts together with your board. That's pretty sick. I think that's gonna be like really good. Okay, let's see what else they have here. Okay, these are some cards. They were talking about Quillboar here. I watched the entire stream, but I just want to pause for like the special cards. If you want to watch the entire stream, it's on their YouTube and Twitch channels, featuring lead designer, I think, Mitchell, and Shady Bunny. I see a lot of cards that were interesting coming back. Like Buki is coming back. And Pain's Marjorie is coming back. Felbor also, crowd favorite, is coming back. Pretty interesting. They want to highlight a few cards, and I felt like one of the cards was like so crazy. I didn't think that I read it correctly. I was like, did I read this correctly? Look at this. The 2-drop. The Quilled Cabbie. After the tavern is refreshed, so that means also just you do nothing and like the refresh happens naturally, right? Every single turn. This plays 2 blood gems on its rightmost minion. Oh, it buffs the shop. I thought it actually buffs your board. Okay. Well, this was too crazy because I don't know how to read. But it can still be pretty good to buff a minion in the shop, right? So you're buffing a minion in the shop every single turn. It's pretty solid. I think if you manage to buff your gems a little bit, that can definitely add up to a lot of stats and go pretty crazy. This guy is a 4-drop. Battlecry, get a Blood Gem Barrage. Blood Gem Barrage is a 1-cost spell. Generally, Battlecries that give you 1-cost spells are not super amazing, but they're decent if you're playing exactly the strategy. The Blood Gem Barrage is a spell that says, after the tavern is refreshed, give minions +1/+1 worth of blood gems. Okay. So you're trying to buff the tavern with Quillboar. And then I'm assuming you have some combos where you eat the tavern with the Fell guy that they just brought back, right? You have another Quillboar that gives the Blood Gem Barrage. And you have one that gives you Gem Confiscation, which is like another spell. I kind of like having multiple minions give you the exact same spell, because then you can actually like tunnel vision on that one strategy. So I think that's a pretty interesting thing that they're doing. And then you have Pain's Marjorie as like the go-to strategy-wise. Here they're displaying a little bit on how it works. You're able to get a lot of value from your Quillboar. Wait, they made this give you 2 gems again? It used to give you 1. They changed a lot of cards. And yeah, for example, the Felbor, I remember it was like 2 spells casted, and now it's 1 spell casted. Anyways, they're already jumping into Mechs. Mechs look really good. So we have Whirling Lassomatic back as a rally. I mean, I'm surprised it wasn't in the last season, since rally was the mechanic of the season. And they're having something new called Volumizer. Basically, it's a green one, a blue, and a red one. And every single time you play one, you buff the others permanently as well. So basically, you just want to play a lot of it. In the past, we had Lulabot on 2, which you wanted to kind of ignore. But now this is going to be like the main magnet to cycle, to spam, to play as much as you can. And you have cards that give you the Volumizer. Like you have Metal Dispenser here. Or you have even the Apexis Guardian. Death Rattle monetize a green Volumizer to 3 other mechs. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. It's not permanent though. So maybe it's not going to be that good. Because whatever you do during the fight doesn't stay outside of the fight. So you have some pretty cool combos here. Also, look, this guy is going to be really good. 4-drop, Death Rattle, get a Volumizer. Pretty sick. You can stack them, you can scale them. They're showing here like what cards they have together with the Volumizers. So, Prehistoric Tinkerer is a 3-drop, Divine Shield. After Tavern is refreshed, give the most right Divine Shield. This one gives you Battlecry, get a Volumizer. Super good card. Like, really good card. This one is going to be a super good card as well. I like that this time they're actually giving support to a strategy that they implement. Like, in the past, what they would do is they would do the Volumizers and maybe have like 1 card supporting it. Now they have like 4 cards supporting Volumizers directly. I kind of like that. Like, the issue with this is that maybe they're gonna make archetypes like Mech, for example, only be good if you hit the exact cards at the exact time. But maybe it's not gonna be like that. Sometimes strategies just emerge out of nowhere anyways. I think it's good that they're giving us ways of playing a strategy more than just like one card. Because when it's only one card, if you hit it, you go for the strategy. If you don't, you ignore it. But now you have like multiple cards. Like maybe you can start playing volumizers by getting 2 auto accelerators or getting 1 conveyor constant and having like 2 volumizers from early game. Something like that. I think it's gonna offer you different options that you can choose to go for. We skipped over beasts, but beasts look really good. So they're releasing a card. First of all, they're going back to Iridescent, Skyblazer, and Trigor, which is one of my favorite ways of playing beasts, but they always felt like they're lacking something. Beasts didn't have that spicy X factor. And now we have it. Rabid Panther. After you play a beast, give your beasts free and deal 1 damage to them. So you can, during the shopping phase, buff your beasts. That's crazy. It's like exactly what the tribe was missing. And then you also have a 4-drop that discovers a beast? This is gonna be too crazy. Wow. This is gonna be crazy, guys. I'm excited. I'm excited for playing beasts. I think it's gonna be so sick. What crazy cards they released. And I'm happy they brought back Trigor. It's a card that I liked. I didn't like the beast playstyle. Look at this. Look at what they're able to do with just like playing a few cards. Wait, I think you didn't see it. Look now. So, they played the Panther. Is this JJ playing, by the way? What is with his speed? Nah, JJ is faster. Yeah. I like stats going. Oh my god. It's so exciting to see the numbers go up. So, Demons have the Quillboar. They share it with the Quillboar. Lord of Ruins is still in the game. Enforcer is still in the game. But I don't think you have a chicken to trigger it anymore. So it's gonna be more like a chill strategy. I think Lord of Ruins is gonna be back in power level. But you got Percussionist back, Felemental back, and now you also have Aranasi Alchemist, which they're gonna show a little bit later. Demons are going full shop buff. Give minions in the tavern 1 health this game, and it's reborn. So 2 times you can just buff the shop, only in health, but still. Then you have a guy that eats the shop consistently. Seems good. It's like a better version of the 3-drop imp. I like what they're doing here. I like what they're doing and what they're cooking with all the tribes so far. I'm excited. I think this is looking really good. Dragons. So what are they doing with dragons? This is a 1-drop. 1/1. They've got to summon a 3/3 that attacks immediately. Pretty strong. Summon a 3/3 that attacks the first target. No, attacks the target first, sorry. Summon 2 hashlings and give them taunt. So dragons are now summoning stuff. They're kind of like beefy, bulky, and divine shielded. Now they're agile and threatening and summoning stuff. Let's see how that is going to play out. They're keeping some cool cards. I think they were showing the dragons a little bit earlier. I skipped over it. So, we have Twilight Watcher, which I think is going to be better than ever with how much you're summoning. Poet to keep the stats. Amber to Divine Shield. Stunt Drake, what is the 6-drop doing? Give these minions attack to 2 different friendly minions. Okay. Okay. So I think that's gonna be like the strategy. You're gonna buff this guy and avenge and go crazy. Fireforge Evoker is still not nerfed. And you have Felfire Conjurer. And now they also brought back Ignition Specialist. You can go Specialist Fireforged. I kinda like it. No more Kali. Kali is on vacation. Well-deserved vacation. I think it's fine for dragons to discover a new way to play. What about Elementals? Nomi is still in the game. Refreshing Anomaly is still like the way you're gonna get cycles. What else do Elementals want to do? Tempest still in the game. Now you have Engine Blazer that buffs a minion in the shop. And you have the Acid Rainfall that eats a minion. Actually, it doesn't eat the minion. It takes the stats, adds them to its total, but doesn't eat it. It doesn't like delete the stats. Honestly, elementals look the most boring out of all the tribes. I don't even know. Like, the most fun time to play elementals was with Recycling Wraith. This one seems like they don't want to remove too many cards, but they want to make them a bit spicier. These are like the new cards. Yeah, you wanna buff the shop a little bit and then eat it with the Acid Rainfall and reroll. Maybe it's gonna work. I wonder why they haven't brought back Recycling Wraith. I feel like Recycling Wraith could have worked. Look at this. So you're able to like take a lot of stats, and then if you still want to buy the minion, you buy the minion. Seems a bit clunky. And Nomi is there as well. You still have Bran in the game, as we saw there. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. What are Murlocs about? So Murlocs are still getting the hand buffing package, and they still have the Mycologist Murkai. Couldn't they give something interesting to Murlocs? Dreamlock. Give 2 friendly Murlocs at the start of... Wait. Give 2 other friendly Murlocs the stats of your highest minion in your hand. Oh, so they're giving it 1 more card for the hand buffing. This is kind of like the Coral replacement. Okay. It's a better Coral if you get the Death Rattle going, and it's also like really good with Titus. I think it could work. So they really want you to go crazy on the hand buffing, right? Divine Shield, get the attack, gain the stats of the highest attack minion in your hand. Oh, and it has Divine Shield. Okay, this can work. This can work instead of Base Gil, or together with Base Gil. Costume Enthusiast, what a fun card. Give the leftmost minion in your hand +1/+1 and summon it for this combat only. So you permanently buff it, because it's a minion in your hand, and summon it for this combat only. Okay. I mean, it could work. Murlocs seem interesting. Yeah, let's see what this is about. After you play a Murloc, give minions in your hand and board 2/1. Okay, that's a lot of stats. That's a lot of stats. So they play the Bagargal. Oh my god, that's a lot of stats. And then Dramalock is gonna take the stats from your guy and pass them. Let's see the combat. So that guy takes the stats. Dramalock gives the stats to 2 more minions. And now this guy is gonna summon it as well, right? So this guy's gonna summon it as well. Okay. I mean, maybe it's interesting. Hand buff Murlocs are interesting, but they can get out of hand. No pun intended. And they become really annoying to play against. So I hope there's also going to be like some counterplay to this. But it seems like they have a lot of tools now, so I'm a little bit worried. Anyways, we'll see what happens. I think we need to play with archetype before we can call it. Naga are pretty fun. They're adding back Lord of Gains, and they're cutting the other 6-drop that buffs the attack. Okay. And they're adding a Siren that says whenever a friendly Naga attacks, cast Deep Blues 3 times per combat. Oh my god. So they want to give you like a follow-up to the Crooner strategy. Since you didn't have a late game for the Crooner, other than just eating the stats and keeping them permanently, or doing shenanigans around that, they want to give you like a card that straight up continues it. Crazy. And I think this Deep Blues is gonna like evolve, right? Like it says 2-3, but I think it's gonna have the actual value of the Deep Blues, right? Or is it like a forced 2-3 Deep Blue, and its only purpose is actually improving your Deep Blue from the Deep Blue? I hope they show it so we can see it. But it definitely looks interesting. Oh, they're gonna show it now, yeah. Let's see. Oh, okay, you wanna copy it. Yeah, that was definitely not 2-3. So it literally casts the Deep Blue. Oh my god. Interesting. And then you don't even need to have the actual deep blue. And it just keeps getting better. Talking about keep getting better, let's talk about pirates. I feel like pirates, when we had them last season with bounties, were the most interesting that we ever had pirates be. At the same time, I liked Thetis, and it's interesting to see that they're going back to Thetis and to Underhanded Dealer. I like Gambler, so I feel like Gambler should always be in the game for pirates. You want to have that power feeling of like buying the card for free gold and selling it for free gold. Let's see the new cards. I think they're gonna show them in a little bit. So we have a new one drop that when you sell you get a coin. Pretty weak because if you sell it on 5 gold, you already get the money. So like what is a coin later gonna help you with? I think it can help you if you're cycling, but I don't know if it's the best one drop. I mean, it can be okay. You just sell it on 5 gold and you just keep the coin for later. Go 3 on 4 or whatnot. Underhanded Dealer on Tavern 3 seems really crazy. Plank Walker seems also pretty interesting. If you're getting a lot of Tavern coins. I see that these pirates are generating Tavern coins, so they count as spells played. Which can be like really good because you have a lot of synergies. And Cannon Corsair seems pretty strong as well. Yeah, I like it. I think pirates are looking good this season as well. I like pirates when they're played with APM. When you play a lot of cards and you do a lot of things. Wait, Boat is back! Oh my god. If they bring back Gust Coiler as well, I'm gonna be like so happy. Yep, Boat. So what does Undead do? Dude, they're making a lot of changes. This patch is gonna be huge. And we only have like 1 day to prepare mentally. I think it's gonna be mostly just like get into it and play and like figure it out. Champion of the Primus is back. I'm happy. I've been saying this season, Champion of the Primus is the best way for buffing attack Undead that Undead ever had. So we need that card to be in the game. And I'm happy that it is. Ghoul of the Feast is a 5-drop. Avenge 1, give a friendly minion of each type 1-2 permanently. Pretty solid for playing like Menagerie. Forsaken Weaver, new 6-drop. After you cast a Tavern spell, your Undead have 1 attack this game. Okay. We had something similar in the past, right? And then Striker stays in the game. Surgeon, give your minions 2 health, improve permanently after this gains attack. Ooh. So you can give... If you have this guy on the board, you can actually farm full total stats. Soul Splitter also a really funny card. I like it a lot. Yeah, I like what they're doing. They're keeping very powerful cards. They're keeping Catacomb Crusher with Caretaker as well. Nice. This was good. Undead looking solid. And now neutral cards. We're talking about the neutral cards. So what are those? After the Tavern is refreshed this game, give its rightmost minions 1/1. Oh. I mean, it's also 2/5, so like I think it's gonna be a good card to have on 5 gold. Pretty useless afterwards. Heroic Underdog. This is gonna be just good tempo to get early. If you get it super early, you can farm and get good stats while leveling. Stealth Rally. Gain the target's attack. Whoa. Some sort of like a reverse Leroy. Is Leroy still in the game? I haven't checked. What is this guy doing? Get a random tier 5 minion, Battlecry. Pretty solid, good with Bran as well. Very good with Bran. So Leroy is still in the game. I guess that guy is just another scam card. Unforgiving Treant is back. Or Trent, sorry. Nest Matron. I really like these cards. Like, I'm always a big fan of Scout, of Elise, of Reef Explorer. I like Sindorai, I like Rodeo, I like Drakari, I like Bran. Titus. Those are cards that are just nice to have. Atrocity is back as well. Wow. Green Thumb is back. And Botanist. I hated Botanist. Didn't really like this card. But interesting cards. Very, very interesting cards. I like the minion pool. Looks good. Tortolan is back as well. The best card when you're losing a few fights. Looks good. Is there anything else that I need to release? Or is that it? Oh, I think that's it. Now they're like doing a rerun. Well, amazing. Like, I can't wait for it, guys. I think it's gonna be like super duper sick. I think it's gonna be like the biggest patch we ever had, which kind of happened a few times in Battlegrounds. But I'm super excited, and we're all gonna get to play tomorrow. Nobody got to play it in advance. We are all just playing at the same time. It's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna be there playing it. I say tomorrow because I'm recording the video now, after the reveal stream. But depending on when you're watching the video, it might even be today, it might even be yesterday. Let's get it. I'm really excited, I'm really hyped for this. New system, and a lot of cards being changed, and a lot of interesting cards that I really liked being brought back. I'm looking forward to this. Should be really fun. See you on the battlefield.